On this episode of the Third and Thirsty podcast, the Broncos squander away a win. The Chargers take sole possession of first place by beating the hell out of the Raiders. So leverage yourself a beer. Let's go. You've seen the movie The Replacements. Maybe he's got some of that. Looks like he just jerked off.
I was about to say, look like you just jerked off Alpha, coach. You give yourself more time. Yes, you don't have timeouts, but after that,
why do you need time? You're up 2. You don't need the ball back. You don't need the ball back. That's the thing. You don't need the ball back.
I guess
you're just stopping them from scoring. Welcome into the Third and Thirsty podcast. Your one-pot stop for Broncos, Chargers, Raiders, Kansas City referee, and Taylor Swift free AFC West banter. I'm Alex Bell. I'm a fan of the not 0-2 Denver Broncos. To my right, I have Edgar Larios. He's a fan of the not 0-2 Las Vegas Raiders. And to my left, Omar Rubio. He is a fan of the first place 2-0 Los Angeles Chargers. Omar, go ahead and kick us off. Bug the living shit out of me for the next hour. Let's go.
I mean, pretty sure you guys are all tired of me.
Actually, both of us, but
I'm pretty sure both of you guys are tired of me. All the memes I was sending all night, morning, day, just reminding everybody that there is one first place team now, and that is the Los Angeles Chargers.
It is undisputed. Chargers are 2-0. Beat the hell out of the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. Edgar?
yeah, unfortunately, we got our ass beat. In the beginning, I mean, I'll be honest with you, like, I was hopeful for the fucking team to win, but I mean,
that went away pretty quick, right?
Let's be realistic.
One play in.
No, not really. Not even one. I mean, honestly, like one play in, yeah, we got that interception, but I mean, dude, we held that team to 3 points, and I was shocked. You know, like you guys were at the 30, and you know, you guys could have easily scored.
It was a big stop,
and we were able to stop. So I mean, that was for me. Like honestly, like yeah, it was a fucked up loss, but you know, as a Raider fan or as a me, like I said, like I want to look at to see if this team is like upgrading. You know, so even though we lost against the Chargers, there were some upsides, but you know, the big elephant in the fucking room is Geno. You know.
Yeah, let's talk about Geno a little bit. First week, he lit up the scoreboard, lit up the stat sheet, looked really good against a pretty pedestrian, average defense.
I mean, I don't know compared to what the Patriots the newscast or news announcers, they were saying that they had a good they had a good defense, that they didn't need their star corner, but to be honest, I think Geno's just trusting his arm a little too much.
Okay.
You know, with like you said, a very pedestrian cornerback room, he was able to sneak in that ball. But against the Chargers,
much better defense.
Very sticky secondary. We were able to move the ball, but you know, when it came down to the red zone, Geno just kept trying to go for the big play, holding on for the ball. Like, dude. There were so many times where Genty was just right there. And even though when he would like drop it to Genty, it was already too late. The fucking linebacker was already in his face. Like, it was just like, dude, you need to just take what the defense gives you. Like, if they cover the top, dump it down, you know, but he was trying to do too much. And, you know, I can't blame him, but at the same time, yeah, I do blame him for his fucking loss.
I mean, three interceptions is pretty hard to hide, you know.
Yeah, you're not going to win too many games when your quarterback plays like that. 3 interceptions.
No, not at all. Like,
really low completion percentage. I don't even remember what it was. I don't have the stats in front of me.
It was like a 60, I think, percentage.
Really got to do better than that. Especially when you're throwing the ball. How many freaking times? 40
he threw
something?
40. I mean, 40 times
behind in the whole game, so you kind of got to.
Correct. But if you're going to be throwing that many times, you might want to get some completions in there.
And like,
mix them in every once in a while.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying Genty was like running the ball like up and down the field, but like he was gaining some yards. Like they should have handed off to him a lot more. Like. You know, but he also had his flaws in the game. In the beginning of the game, there was this one play where he ran the wrong way, and Geno had to run up for like 2 yards, and it was just a waste of a down. There was plenty of plays where he just missed on a key block, and Geno got rocked. So like Gino, like as much as Gino's fault holding the ball, Ashton Genty was also, he was a rookie, fucked up a lot. Um, in the beginning, also, your guys' defense took a page out of the Patriots' defense from last week. You guys are attacking our right side, our weak spot. That's how Khalil Mack got that sack. They were able to fucking mess around with DJ, like fuck up DJ Glaze and
DJ Glaze.
Alex Kappa, and that's how fucking Khalil Mack was able to get that sack. So yeah, we played a good team, and clearly there's there's key there's key moments, but we clearly have a lot to work on.
Yeah, I mean, going into this game, it was like we've been talking about. It was a good test for the Chargers, or I'm sorry, excuse me, Raiders, to really see how much they've improved over the offseason by replacing the greatest coach of all time in Antonio Pierce, and upgrading at the quarterback position. And I mean, they've got weapons too. They're just not. I think. Well, it's early in the season, so you don't want to write them off yet. But you see, at this point in the season, at least, they still got some work to do.
Yeah, they're definitely like this game. They definitely show their age. They're young. They were just getting like bullied in that secondary. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be easy for me to give my IPA, but the next segment I'll be giving my IPA. But this guy, he earned it. Honestly, he was everywhere. Like he was everywhere, honestly. And it was just annoying. It was fucking annoying, dude. Like he prevented a score, but man, fuck, man, like when I can't, for somebody I mean, I like sports and I love fucking football, so even though I don't like the Chargers, yeah, I gotta give my respects to this player.
Yeah, I got to appreciate what whoever this player is you're talking about, and the Chargers as a whole so far.
It's a really good tease for the next segment. First of all, I mean,
yeah, setting us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chargers look pretty damn good. Omar, tell us about what you liked, what you didn't like.
I mean, there could be.
You could think of one thing you didn't like, but it has nothing to do with performance. And we have to talk about Khalil Mack and how much.
Yeah. Well, let's start with that. Let's get the bad stuff out of the way. Khalil Mack, unfortunately, was knocked out of the game there just as I felt like he was turning it up.
Mm-hmm.
He just got that sack. He was in that middle of that play there, which unfortunately, friendly fire, which is the worst way. Yeah, almost one of the worst ways to go.
For a while.
Yeah, well.
Is there any word on?
No word yet. Chargers are pretty mum.
He probably hyperextended it for hopefully.
If that's like the hopefully that's the best case scenario.
Even then, I can't even imagine how much pain that gives you. Elbow.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Well, the opposite way. Literally.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully, I mean, Chargers usually stay pretty tight with all their injuries. They don't let anything leak out. If anything, if he goes on IR, we'll find that out like Sunday morning right before the game. So yeah, unfortunately, looks like we're going to be without him for at least the near future, hopefully just the near future, and you can make it back, hopefully towards the end of the season or middle of the season and help us with that stretch run, because we got a pretty tough stretch of the season there in the middle. So, I mean, I guess that would be one bright side, is if he's getting these weeks off and staying fresh, but hopefully
don't act like this next game is like a gimme.
No, I'm saying
quite there yet.
No, I'm saying, but we have a pretty hard stretch of games in the middle of the season. Fair. So if he's fresh for those, then at least that's looking on the bright side. Glass half full.
Right, fair.
Beer glass half full. But now we got that out of the way. Like honestly, there could be a whole episode of me talking about the Chargers game this week. There was very little that went wrong. They had a couple of moments where just some head scratchers, mainly that goal line stand that the Raiders had on us. 3 straight runs. When you have Justin Herbert, maybe run it twice, but you don't let it leave it be for a rookie to try to score.
That was more of a pride thing. They didn't care if they were going to make it or not. They just wanted to prove they were going to try. They could run it in, but
yeah,
we held our own.
I honestly agree with you there.
Like, doesn't matter. We're still winning.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, they took a lot of time off the clock there. I mean, at the beginning of the game, Also, you guys had a good stand. I don't think the offense was honestly ready to go on the field. It didn't look like they were. They didn't look like they were like
It's kind of catch you off guard a little bit.
Yeah, you get one play and you're like, oh shit, you're in. Oh fuck. Wait, what are we doing? I thought we were starting back at the 30 like we usually do. Like, what the? So I think that just caught them off guard. So their offense wasn't quite ready, which, I mean, they should be ready. They're fucking NFL players. They need to be ready at any moment's notice. So
What about right now?
they should be ready right now.
Right out on the field. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Hey, Harbaugh would want them ready right now. But, you know, game went on, got rhythm, had a lot of big plays, a lot of big gains, especially Quentin Johnson. I will be the first to apologize to Quentin Johnson if I ever see him. Tell him I'm sorry of all the shit that I've been talking about
it's
him.
two games. Let's not get too crazy.
But, hey,
I won't.
it's 2 games to start off the season. What else do you have to go off this year is these 2 games.
Right.
So
right
now I will be an apologist because I talked a lot of shit about him, and I'll gladly admit to that. But then even there, didn't stop there. Justin Herbert spread the ball around to everybody. There was catches from Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnson I already mentioned. Both of them had touchdowns. Ladd did his thing. Of course, they were keying in on him. The running game wasn't there like I wished it would have been. Like I
That's
hoped.
something I was shocked.
Like I hoped it would have been. Your
Well,
guys'
I
defensive line was stout against the run.
I did say that, like, you know, our defense against the run was going to be a lot better, but you know, we still need to work on the other shit.
Yeah, it was really stout against the run, honestly. And honestly, just against Amari and Hampton, both of us have rookie running backs going on right now. They're learning as they go, making mistakes, still flashing. But I like what I saw from Najee Harris at the end of the game. Definite push, got a couple catches, not big gains, but positive gains all the time. There wasn't one touch that he got pushed back, he got knocked back or anything like that. Always falling forward, which is always positive. Defensively, dude, everybody was there. First of all, I'd like to give my props to, we're probably going to lose him after this year, which is Jesse Minter. Jesse Minter, with the pieces that he has, is doing an amazing job. He lost Khalil Mack. It looked like the defense didn't miss a beat. I mean, obviously we're going to miss Khalil Mack. Any team's going to miss a Khalil Mack, but just collectively, everybody picked it up and stepped it up. The secondary was there. The D-line, they did what they could versus a good running back. Give up some a little bit of explosive runs, you know, 5 to 7, 9-yard runs, which he looked pretty good, honestly, in some of those, Ashton Genty. But ultimately, I think it was the middle linebacker, Deion Henley, and Derwin James, our boy DJ, who put this game away. They were everywhere on the field, blitzing the quarterback, tackling the running back, making big stops, plays in the secondary versus receivers, not just tight ends like you usually would see a safety and a linebacker against, making plays against receivers. So that was the biggest thing for me there. Yeah. Like I said, I could keep going on and on and on, which I know I'm already boring everybody over here about the Chargers, but hey, that was just one of the best games I've seen out of the Chargers in a long time.
But I mean, I did say in the beginning of the year that our secondary is going to have a lot of like communication issues, and that's exactly what happened with that Quentin Johnson touchdown. We have a second-year corner called, you guys are going to love his name, Caillou Blue Kelly.
Yeah.
Caillou Blue Kelly. No, it doesn't sound like DJ Glaze.
I mean, it's not like DJ
Is he
Glaze.
called that, or is that his name?
It's literally like, look it up. It's I mean, I don't know how you print. That's how they pronounce it.
I know.
But if you
the way
read it,
the way you said it was funny. You could call me Nighthawk.
The reason is because if you read it, it's not the way. Like if you read it the way they spell it, it's not the way I'm saying it. That's why, like, that's the reason I pronounce it all. Like,
right.
Okay.
Anyways, but in that play, you can see him like pointing to Quentin Johnson, kind of switching him to the safety, but that motherfucker's not paying attention, and this was focusing more on Keenan Allen because he's coming like towards the bottom. But by that time, fucking Quentin Johnson's already coming. Like it's kind of like going like this. So by the time he's like right up here, fucking wide open, like perfect distance from the safety, perfect distance for the fucking corner. And I'm like, dude, you guys need to like they need to like communicate so much better. Like, and not just I mean not just the secondary, also the fucking our offensive line.
That was probably the two things that I would have pointed out, which you already did. Which the offensive line needs a lot of help, and we don't have like a really good defensive line with
No,
pass
and
rushers.
it's
Like,
actually funny that you said that because I was
Especially
actually
Khalil Mack.
because I actually
yeah,
because I was literally the entire time I was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Like the offensive line, literally fucked us up. But I was just looking at some stats saying that the offensive line gave him plenty of time. It was just him. He was the one that was literally wasn't reading the defense the way it was like he was supposed to.
but also it wasn't just the offensive line; it's also the running backs that were giving up a lot of pressures too. There,
Well, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's what I even said. Even Ashton Genty was giving up like blocking, like
yeah,
he like give up like blocks and stuff like that. But like I'm also saying, like, sure that there was plays where the offense, gave up sacks, but I mean, we only gave up 3 sacks. And I mean, if you look at the game, you probably think this fool's running for his life the entire time. But if you really look at it, like there were some plays where he actually had plenty of time, but he was just fucking running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
There you go.
And there was even one play where he overthrew Bowers in the red zone, and if he would have just hit him right in the chest, it would have been a touchdown.
Right.
So like it was just clearly he got like harassed all first and probably the whole first half. So he was panicking the entire fucking game. But he's professional. He needs to fucking learn how to calm his ass down, talk to his all line, and fix that shit. So I mean, like I said, like it's all communication. Like, yeah, we lost and it sucks the way we lost, but the way I see it, it's a lot of things that with some coaching and more experience down the road. I mean, hopefully, like
that's what I was going to say about your secondary. Is that the secondary? There was just miscommunication. There was a lot of good plays there too. There was a lot of good sticky coverage, but with a quarterback like Herbert, he just needs a window, and he can get
In,
the.
in week 2 of this season.
And then he was like, we weren't giving him like as much as we were getting pressure. We got 2 sacks on Herbert, but I mean, he was comfortable in the pocket. Even
Yeah,
if we got him
definitely.
even if we got him out of the pocket, he still looked comfortable.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
mean, we didn't get enough pressure on him, and our corners wasn't like they just when it was a broken down play, they would just let somebody open basically.
Yeah, there was a couple of questionable like defensive calls there too, with dropping Max Crosby into coverage.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw that.
I guess maybe
No, you
once
get
a
to do so.
game, but
Yeah,
it was a
some
couple
you
of
want to
times
do
that
all
I
the
saw.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the thing is that they're trying to, the with well Crosby wants to do more. He even said so himself. He wants to affect the game more than just rushing the passer. He wants to be able to intercept the ball, fucking fumbles and all that shit. So
Yeah, but
there's gonna
you're
be more plays. There's gonna be some plays where he's gonna cover. There's gonna be, but mostly his plays are gonna be rushing.
yeah, he's a hand in the ground rusher. He's not a stand up rusher. He's not ready to drop back. He's hand in the ground, let me get after the quarterback. And there's
No,
different
he can
ways he
get
can do that, not just against
no
the
like
tackles, switch them in, do stunts, things like that, which can
I just feel like
affect the
he's
run game as well, which he did. I
no
saw that a
yeah.
lot.
Oh, trust me, like, and that's one thing I was not even gonna bring up. I'm like, they're saying that like what's his name Parsons, he's like horrible with against the run. Dude, Crosby, like he gets in there, like he gets in like right in front, and there's a lot of times where he was lined up like on the left side with Alt, and he was like going straight through and fucking stopping the run in the back. So I mean, Crosby, his run defense is really good right now,
Yeah.
and clearly he's not getting to the quarterback, but he's still affecting the game other ways.
Yep.
I mean, that fumble came in late, but dude, the way he got back there, it was fucking crazy.
Yep. Definitely. I mean, that was a good thing that ended up how it went. But for me, not for you. I also wanted, before this, we finished this little back and forth, give a shout out to my boy Teddy and his wife Megan, who were at the game to
Oh yeah,
witness the L as Raiders fans. So take that L.
That's a long way to travel to go see the L.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that whole weekend. I mean, they definitely enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
L or not, that looked very enjoyable.
Yeah, my perspective as a Bronco fan watching this game, I mean, going into it, I picked the Chargers because my gut told me that they're just the better team. So that's why I was rooting for the Raiders, which is a really difficult position to find myself in because I felt like they'd be easier to catch. The Chargers look pretty damn good so far. I'm not going to go apologize for saying they're going to go 0-3 to start the season. You'll never catch me apologizing for making predictions and slinging some hot takes here on the Third and Thirsty, but they're looking pretty dang good. I am encouraged to see that they didn't run the ball very well going into next week. We'll get into that in the next episode and that matchup with the Broncos. But yeah, I didn't get to watch the game as much as I wanted to be able to. I had other things going on, but yeah, the Raiders have some work to do. The Raiders have some work to do. The Chargers' weapons are probably a little bit better than we thought going into the season. Maybe even what Omar thought going into the season. Now that Quentin Johnston can
catch a ball.
Maybe you've seen the movie The Replacements. Maybe he's got some of that. Looks like he just jerked off.
I was about to say, look like he just jerked off Alpha, coach.
R.I.P. Gene Hackman.
That's true.
If you're listening. But yeah, I mean, hell of a game for a Monday night. Getting a divisional game like that. Wish it was a better game. I'll be honest. It was.
They tried to make it a fight there in the third quarter. There's only 2 drives in the third quarter. Chargers took up 7 minutes, and then the Raiders took up like 9.
Yeah.
And
we did like a
only made a field goal out of it. So that was
14 play drive. Good. I was like, dude, you guys
14.
better fucking score, and then it was a fucking field goal. But yeah, like I said, fucking Gino, man. Like there were so many times where like he could have just scored, he could have like moved the ball, but
that's what I wanted to get into. Last week when the Raiders beat the shit out of the Patriots and actually looked pretty good on offense, I was starting to think, oh shit, are the Raiders going to be better than I thought? And they're not. I don't think we have to worry about the Raiders too.
Honestly, I feel like they're like, I feel like, I mean, I still think we're still going to have a record. It's still going to be like at least 8 or 9, but just because we lost against the Chargers, that doesn't like, I'm not saying like Gino's just gonna continue. Like I know that he's gonna probably have another more games like fucking giving up 3 fucking interceptions, but he is also a type of quarterback where one, he's not gonna give up and he's gonna try to score and everything, but he also needs to fucking know, like he also needs to like trust his fucking team, or I don't know what the hell, like he needs to stop trying to fucking put it into triple coverage basically.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll get there. I don't know. Maybe that's just who Geno Smith is.
If not, I mean,
7 million years old.
If not, and if he doesn't do, that's all on him. He's the one that's throwing away that fucking money he could be making. He wants to getting paid.
I think he's making plenty of money, bro.
I mean, like I
can already hear Edgar like 3 weeks from now. What the fuck, Gino? It's starting to a little bit there. It's starting to
like, I mean, I already knew, like, dude, it was already a given that Gino was gonna fucking throw these interceptions. Like I knew this fool was gonna like he was gonna like have these games, and I'm not like technically, like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not mad at it because he can win, he still can win games compared to fucking Minshew, where like he'll fucking every game he was throwing through 2 picks per game and fucking completely like disappearing in the end. So
yeah, like Gino didn't do that this week.
Clearly, Chargers are a way better team than us, and I guess,
yes.
But when we play against teams that are like not the fucking Chargers, like, look at. I mean,
look at last week against the Patriots, right?
Yeah, one of the worst teams in the league.
Look at who we got down the field. I mean, I'm not talking about the Commanders, but there's the Bears. Like, even though fucking they dropped 500 yards on the Cowboys, there's still the Giants down our fucking schedule.
Yeah.
So like, there's gonna be teams where Gino's gonna be able to fucking like play better, but that's up to him.
Yeah. Well, good starts to the pod. Good little juicy recap between 2 of the teams that we talk about here. Before we get into the Broncos debacle, Want to thank anybody that's watching on YouTube. If you are watching on YouTube, you made it this far, hit the subscribe button, please. That'd be awesome. Very cool. Gained some subscribers from last week with our first real episodes of the season. So really appreciate anyone that is a new subscriber. Awesome. Thank you. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Spotify, Apple, listen to us there. And then we're on Instagram, Third and Thirsty Podcast, which we'll be getting to some responses from our story on there here a little bit later. So dive into the Bronco game.
Let's hear it.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that's all you have to say, and we get you. We understand you.
okay,
Actually, I
you guys
don't.
want to hand out IPAs and seltzers? What a debacle, man. Before we get to the end of the game, which is really what determined everything, want to get into some negatives, some positives that I noticed there. Let's just start with the bad, because most of this is going to be bad. The entire defense. Good Lord. Where was the defense from week 1 and all of last season? And you know what? I am going to apologize on this podcast, but it sure as hell isn't going to be to you.
Gosh, I always thought it was.
To the Colts and any Colts fans that's for some reason watching this episode, I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with your game. That is a hell of a team they have in Indianapolis. They're going to be in the playoff mix. I think they're going to win their division, especially with the Houston Texans losing yesterday. And I was rooting for the Texans to lose.
That was a
because,
close one too.
I mean, this is going to be a game that could really bite the Broncos in the ass at the end of the season if the Indianapolis Colts are in the wild card mix with the Broncos. That's a huge game for them to win. Now they have the head-to-head matchup there, or head-to-head advantage, whatever, when it comes to tiebreakers. So the Colts on offense, good Lord, they have not punted in 2 weeks. Some of that's because they're going on 4 downs, whatever. But even taking that into account, that's pretty damn impressive. Tyler Warren, I was talking about him before the draft, praying that he fell to the Broncos at 20. I knew he wouldn't, but I was just hoping out for that little bit of hope, because you see him in an offense where you have Steichen calling the plays. You could get really creative with him. Have him come out of the backfield. He demands so much attention on the field, being so freaking big and so athletic. He's damn near unstoppable. I think it's crazy that we're going to have 2 years in a row where rookie tight end is just going to be like the best in the league.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. That he's going to be He's going to end up breaking Bauer's record.
I mean, we'll see.
It's still early.
It's
it's still super early.
And
people
who
are going to
knows? Maybe
start
people-
keying in on him.
Yeah, right.
Because I mean, their offense, like
Right.
it's shooting in all cylinders. I mean, compared to how the Bauer's offense was.
It is, man. Those weapons they have as well. I mean, Pittman, their other wide receivers, and then of course Jonathan Taylor, who is a great running back. We knew that going into even from last year, the year before. He gave the Broncos a gift last year with the dropping the ball on the goal line.
Oh, I remember that.
That would have been that was a huge turning point for the game, because they would have been up 2 scores, maybe even 3 scores at that
Yeah,
point.
after
Whatever,
that,
last year.
After that, that's when you guys just turned it on and just fucking destroyed.
That was it. That was the turning point of the game. Jonathan Taylor, obviously a great. I think he had over 200 yards from scrimmage yesterday.
That is crazy. That
What?
is concerning.
He had
That is
100
concerning.
150 yards on the ground, and then he had maybe 50 or 60 yards. The Broncos defense, I'm not worried, because great defenses have bad games. Great quarterbacks have bad games. You could point to Peyton Manning, point to Tom Brady. There's going to be bad games every once in a while. As a unit, that has to be the worst game that they play all year, or else we're in a lot of trouble. Even PS2, who had that ankle injury, which by the way scared the living shit out of me. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I didn't see that.
I heard about
It
him.
was a non-contact thing. He grabs his ankle right away. So the first thing you think, I'm not even going to say it, but it's the A word.
Yeah,
I'm not
I saw
gonna
that.
say it. He ended up getting taped up and coming back.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really think much of it, because he came back in the game.
But when it initially happened, holy shit! It's actually funny. My shout out to Cam if he's listening. My cousin's husband, big Bronco fan out in Denver. Shout out Cam. I'm texting him throughout the game, and we're talking about Jahdae Barron, about how well he's playing at the time. And he says, man, we really need to find a way to get him on the field more. And literally the next play, PS2 falls on the ground. No
Wow.
contact injury, is grabbing his fucking ankle. And he's
Man,
just
he
like,
must-
oh no,
He must be
what did I do?
He must be subscribing and drinking the same shit that Edgar's drinking,
He
wishing injuries just so good
Yeah.
other people can
He said,
get
not that way, not that way. What did I do?
Hey, don't blame me for your guys' injuries.
everybody. Every
I didn't-
injury is
the one
blamed on
injury I brought
Edgar.
up was one person, and I'm not saying his name. So
We'll talk about him here.
and
in a
he
little bit.
wasn't and he's not a Charger fan, so he can't blame me on that injury.
But yeah, man, thank God PS2 is okay. But it is something going forward. I mean, an ankle thing can linger.
Yes.
He had to get taped up underneath his shoe and over his shoe, so he was a shell of himself out there, and it showed. I mean, he was actually getting targeted and giving up some yards, which you never see him do. Probably the worst game he's had as a pro, but you have to kind of chalk that up again to Steichen. He had PS2 moving all over the field, trying to run through traffic to catch up with the receivers. So that's something going forward. The D line took 1,000 steps backwards. Just a few pressures. I don't think they had more than 1 or 2 sacks.
Yeah, I don't think they were able to keep up with the run game that the Colts were putting out there. I just think that they weren't able to get after the
Colts were
quarterback.
just so well balanced.
Yeah.
And just calling the right plays at the right time all the time. The Broncos need Dre Greenlaw back quick. And I'm hoping it's this week against the Chargers because, I mean, the linebacker play was just atrocious with Stranad and Alex Singleton. So
Yeah, that wasn't very good. I noticed the same thing you did with the linebacker play, and that kind of gives me hope for next week.
Well,
But-
hopefully Greenlaw's back, and that would be a huge shot in the arm for the defense. The defense is not going to play that bad again. I feel really confident about that. It was a hiccup. On the offensive side, Court and Ingram. I mean, where are those guys? Court had I think he had 1 or 2 catches. Ingram had 1. I'm feeling that Ingram's injury, whatever he's dealing with, is a little bit more significant.
I mean, he was a full
then-
participant in practice,
Right.
Thursday, Friday, so
But,
you
I
didn't
mean,
think he was
that's
going
what
to
I
come in
mean,
with
he was hurt.
any limitations, and he had plenty of snaps.
Yeah, but I think he's just
So-
being held back a little bit. I mean, Troutman's getting more snaps than Ingram.
Troutman
so-
had a decent game last week. So
yeah, but Evan Ingram is a better player than Adam Troutman.
Yeah.
And it shows because the Broncos had the worst tight end room in the league last year, and it wasn't even close. And
So
Troutman
Ingram
was-
still
Troutman
hasn't
was the
even
guy.
played.
yeah, he's played.
He's playing.
He's
but
played in both
he's
games.
just he's not getting much.
I think he's had like 4 catches in both games combined, something like that.
maybe even 3 or something.
Yeah,
It
it's
hasn't
not been
much.
pretty. He's
Especially since I got him on both fantasy teams. Evan Ingram, if you're listening, please get out there more. Yeah, and then I mean the offense dropping off in the fourth quarter for the second game in a row. Don't like that. Getting into a little bit of good. Bo played much better. That's first and foremost. 3 touchdowns in the first half, and then drove the team down the field to get another touchdown to start the third quarter. That was a huge relief, not having to worry about Bo going forward. Got that bad game out of his system in the first week. And then, I mean, can't not talk about Troy Franklin,
yeah,
right?
he had a hell of a game.
My
dude.
guy that I've been talking about
Hell of a
all
game.
off season, saying he's going to crush it. He finally steps out, has his big breakout game. We'll talk about him a little bit more.
Well, hey, that's why I mentioned that he was going to have Mims was going to have not as much of a breakout as you thought, because I thought Troy Franklin was a better receiving option than Mims is. So that's
Mims-
why I felt
yeah.
like it was. That's why I felt that.
Mims
So
still had a pretty solid game.
yeah, but still, I think Troy Franklin this game showed who he was, and from here going forward is going to be a more involved piece into this offense.
For sure. That's why I homered out and drafted him in both fantasy leagues in the last round, man. I had to make sure no one gets him off the waiver wire. He's going to be a big factor going forward.
I agree.
I'm pissed off right now. I need to fucking get Joe Burrow, but they don't let me put him in the reservation. We know how you reserve.
the injury
Oh,
reserve.
injured reserve,
They don't let me put him in right there.
because he's not on IR yet.
He's on IR now.
Have they
They
officially
put him
made
on
the?
IR.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what I saw on Twitter.
Okay, they
Excellent.
usually won't let you until he's officially on IR. Maybe at like the official weeks like release of injuries.
We'll
I
get him there.
think. Yeah,
We'll get him there.
yeah.
Okay, let's get to the end of the game because this is where it all fell apart. The Broncos should have won this game. They should have won it going into it. going into the fourth quarter, they absolutely should have won the game. As stressed as I was, I felt pretty confident throughout the game that they were going to walk away with a win. Bronco country that is complaining about the refs, please stop. They are not the reason why the Broncos won this or lost this game. There was a lot of missed calls on both sides starting the game. The Colts were complaining, and rightfully so, about a few calls. Some of them were, obvious.
There's always missed calls in games. And
right.
Everybody always has the right to fucking complain about it.
No doubt about it, the leverage call was ticky-tacky. It probably happens on every single one, but don't give them the opportunity. We'll get to that in a second.
Exactly.
My biggest gripe at the end of the game, not just Bo's interception, which was tipped. Don't want to blame it all on Bo, but he should have known not to pull the trigger on that with hands in his face. It's not Will Less's field goal, which pisses me off. I'll talk about that here in a second. The first one, and no one's really talking about it, is Sean Payton's use of his timeouts at the end of the game. It drives me absolutely nuts that Sean Payton is a great head coach. I wouldn't replace him with anybody. His end of the game management sometimes is baffling, to say the least. I mean,
very questionable.
It made no sense. You get the 2-minute warning. You get some time to think about what you want to do with your 3 timeouts. The Colts are at the 45-yard line or whatever. They run a play. It's a run. They get to the 50-yard line. Minute 55 left. 2nd and 6. They call a timeout. Another run. Stop them. Dead cold. 3rd and 6. Minute 50 left. You call another timeout. 3rd down. They convert. When they get down, they get the first down. There's a minute 44 left. You call your 3rd timeout. So now the Colts are at the 43-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts. What the hell was the point of spending all your timeouts? What was, best case scenario?
I get the first 2.
Why?
I get it.
Explain it to me.
Because if you stop them on 3rd down, then you give yourself more time. Yes, you don't have timeouts, but after that
why
second
do you
one,
need time? You're up 2. You don't need the ball back.
That's true.
You don't need the ball back. That's the thing. You don't need the ball back. I guess you're just stopping them from scoring. It made no sense.
I guess he didn't have faith in his defense that day.
But that's what it made no sense. It was almost like I have faith in my defense, but I want the ball back. But you're up 2. So the Colts have the ball at the 43-yard line with a minute 44 and 3 timeouts.
Wait, hold on. So
fresh set of downs.
Oh, sorry. I apologize because I did knock out during the second half. So you're telling me that the clock was running and the Broncos stopped the clock?
3 times.
3 times? And they were up by 2?
They were up by 2. It made no sense at all. It was almost like Sean Payton forgot what team he was coaching.
I think he figured that they're at the 45, 50. They have the field goal in the bag. I want time for my quarterback to be able to drive us down. You get a 1 first down,
but it was past the 2-minute warning. The Colts have the 3 timeouts. They have full control of the game at that point.
The only thing that I can
save your timeouts for in case that they do get to or into field goal range, solid field goal range. That's when you could really use them. Say if they get to the 30-yard line with a minute left.
No, yeah,
and they're
I get
just running the ball.
I get it.
You use your timeouts.
That's the logical way of thinking. I'm trying to get into his mind and be like, I don't trust my defense. Yes.
The only way that for him calling the damn timeouts is because he wanted the ball back.
But why? You're up.
No, exactly. There's no reason why.
But even if you want the ball back, then you
trust your defense.
You let them get to.
Yeah, I think he just
20 or 30-yard line and then start spending your time.
That's the only way. That's the only way I can honestly say that he was calling something out without that extra time.
We're trying to make logic out of something that isn't logical.
No reason for it. And that's
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
We all agree that there's clearly no reason for it, but the only way that I can honestly say that he was like, you know what, I'm gonna call a timeout right here is so I can get the ball back. Why do I want to score more? I have no idea. But at the same, that's the only logical way. Unless this fool he's going crazy.
Sometimes these coaches can get in their own head and their own bag and too deep in their bag, and they can't get out of it. I think that's what happened here.
I don't know. I'll never for the life of me understand what the hell he was thinking. I'm just hoping going forward that doesn't happen again. It made no sense. Look, if Alex Bell, host of the Third and Thirsty podcast,
please tell me there's a
host of the Not Knowing Ball podcast, is at home screaming at the TV, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing?"
Sean Payton, if the hater in the middle
Please tell
telling
me
you,
that-
what are you doing?
Come on,
What
man.
are you
I was
doing?
gonna say, please tell me there's like a Broncos analyst that's gonna go ahead and ask like Sean Payton, like what was his plan?
I don't know.
What the
We'll
stakes
never
are.
know. It's just gonna be one of those mysteries where it made no sense.
That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, I passed out. So hearing this, that's
It's shocking. Right?
shocking. Yeah.
Anyways, Will Lester's field goal. We'll just touch on that real quick. He was kicking weird he was kicking weird footballs all game. He made one that barely snuck in.
Extra point.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
had that same weird wobbly like knuckleball,
Yeah.
barely squeezed through. And then it was the same thing with that miss. It had the same flight pattern. It was almost like
Was it the way they were holding it or
I
something?
don't know what the hell was going on, but that
Laces
needs to
out.
be fixed. Yeah. Finkel. But I mean, that's us going forward. He's missed some big kicks, excuse me, and
Yeah.
if we find ourselves in that situation again going forward, you're not going to feel comfortable with him even lining up for a 40-yard field goal, which in the NFL you should feel is automatic.
Yeah. Welcome to being a Chargers fan from like 2006 to 2018, where you don't know
Right.
what the hell's going on with your kicking.
Yeah, it's and Will Lutz, believe it or not, is actually the most accurate kicker in Broncos history. He just misses those big ones.
He's not the most accurate kicker of all time. Shout out
No.
Kicker the Dicker. Minimum 100 kicks. Most accurate kicker of all time.
Very good.
Nice.
Yeah, and we're not going to touch much on how the game ended with the field goal. It's been beat to death. It was a penalty.
It was.
It was ticky-tack. Should it decide a game? You could argue that it shouldn't, but never put them in that position. It was a 60-yard field goal. The kicker had never kicked from that distance before in the college or pros.
You know the rules.
Just stand there and let him come up short because he's not making it. He was very short. He was very right.
You know the rules.
Right.
Follow the rules.
Yep.
I get it in the heat of a game, but at that moment, you're just not trying to make you the reason that you lose.
Okay, got that off my chest. Golly, that was.
Let's talk about something positive, like the Chiefs losing.
Chiefs lost.
Chiefs so lost.
They're 0-2.
So 0-2.
I did like how.
I'm very glad that we're not the 0-2.
Right. I do like how Jalen Hurts responded to Chris Jones.
Oh, yeah.
You need to get 100 yards. We won the game. Shut your ass up.
Man. That was awesome. Awesome. Another lackluster performance from Travis Kelce there.
You know that? Oh, when they.
Lackluster. That's a couple drops this 2 games in a row.
I heard that Jalen Hurts actually did get over 100 yards.
Oh, I don't know. I love the way
No,
he
so
responded.
that's why like it was actually kind of funny that because I saw that post and I saw the post and everything, but then it said right there was like it's funny. It's even funnier because Jalen Hurts actually did get over 100 yards.
Oh, even worse. We're running short on time. Let's get out some
bottom dwellers, Chiefs.
Yeah.
On to the next segment.
Love it. IPAs and Seltzers. Do some quick ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, winners first. Go ahead, Omar.
Give winners. The one winner of the week.
Yeah, give out the IPA.
IPA. Somebody that was not talked about at all throughout the game, which is a great thing. Trey Pipkins. 0 pressures given up from the right side. 0 pressures. I could go on about talking about Derwin James, Deion Hanley. I could have given it to Jesse Minter. I could have given it to Quentin Johnston, somebody that we didn't hear about all game. No announcer said anything. Why? Because he gave up 0 pressures. Trey Pipkins is my IPA of the week.
Nice. Which again is important player award.
Impact player award.
There we go.
We don't hand out MVPs in here. What are MVPs? We are IPAs.
Yeah, which is the best beer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a good pick, man. Especially when you got Max Crosby on the other side to perform like that. IPA.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and go. There wasn't a lot of bright spots for the Broncos this week, so I got to give it to my guy. Again, been talking about him all off season. This was his breakout game. Troy Franklin, his connection with Bo, his chemistry, that scramble drill, seeing that Bo was in trouble, coming back to his side, instead of just sitting down and seeing Iboka sneaking in, he turns it upfield, makes a big game. I'm really looking forward to seeing that happen again throughout the season. And then just having him being all over the field. Really coming into his own as a receiver. Troy Franklin, IPA. It's not going to be his last of the year. I can guarantee that. Shout out. Cheers, IPA.
Cheers.
All right.
Edgar.
All right. So for mine, unfortunately, as much as I would like for it to be a Raider, it's not a Raider. As much as it hurts, it's a fucking Charger.
Oof.
But
The first crossover IPA.
But he earned it, man. Like, respect is respect. And it's Derwin James. Motherfucker was everywhere. He was rushing the quarterback. I saw him going up against our fucking guard. He was covering Jacoby Myers. He prevented him from scoring that one touchdown. He was everywhere, man. Like, everywhere. He was harassing Gino all the time, constantly fucking rushing him through the sides. So, that's somebody that can honestly see that it's going to be another all-pro year.
That was honestly probably my favorite Derwin James game of all time. He was just stuffing the stat sheet everywhere. Not just because it was against the Raiders, but just his all-around play.
It helps.
His all-around play though. Yeah.
He was playing linebacker. He was playing safety. He was playing fucking slot. He was rushing the quarterback. Everything. Like, there wasn't fucking anything this fool wasn't trying to do. What really pissed me off was that there was a lot of plays where fucking Michael Mayer was open, but fucking, like I said, Gino was just running like a fucking chicken without his head.
Couldn't have said it better myself about Derwin James though.
IPA Derwin James. Okay. Seltzers. Round it out with some seltzers, and we'll hit some Instagram comments after.
Yeah.
Real quick.
All right. Seltzer of the week. I'll take the first one. I mean, you said it all the way. My seltzer of the week goes to Sean Payton. Those questionable calls there late in the game really was not favorable at all to the Broncos. So that's why he takes the seltzer of the week.
Lost the game. I mean, the timeouts, again, really weird. I don't know if that really determined the game, but calling the...
Didn't help.
I mean, he took credit for calling the aggressive field goal block from 60 yards out, which is just, again, shocking. It's shocking. What the hell are you doing? Sean Payton, love you, man, but good Lord, you deserve that seltzer. A flat one at that.
Yep. One that I opened like 5 minutes ago, and then you have to drink it.
Yeah. Again, a warm, flat one that's been sitting
the ones that are left behind after a fucking party.
Which is, the cooler is always filled with seltzers.
Seltzer. Nobody ever wants to drink that.
No. Okay. Well, I wasn't going to give mine to Sean Payton because I already gave him enough shit. But for my seltzer, I'm going to buy a keg. I'm going to connect a fire hose to it, and I'm going to spray the shit out of the entire defense of the Broncos. What a poor shoring. Poor shoring. I've been hyping you up all year, calling you the best defense in the league. Sure as hell didn't show it. Really embarrassed me. Don't embarrass yourselves again. What an awful showing. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah, don't embarrass the host of the Third and Thirsty podcast.
Yeah, man.
What are you guys thinking?
Yeah, vengeance will come for you.
He's already hated. You want him to hate more? Come on now.
Yeah. The entire defense, every single one of you, you've been sprayed with some seltzers. Edgar?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and copy you and fucking get a big old keg. And I'm going to fucking shove that shit up fucking Gino's ass.
Holy Not drinking the Gino juice anymore.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But he definitely needs to he's definitely going to have to check.
Yeah, well, I mean, three interceptions deserve that seltzer.
Nah, like, honestly, he needs to fucking stop and trust his offense, trust the defense, read the defense, and fucking just do what the fuck, like...
You're getting paid $40 million.
Like, dude, it's not like, stop trying to do more than you're fucking, like, clearly it's not fucking working for one. Stop doing more than you should, bro. just fucking like do what you like, what you're supposed to, and just be a fucking, just pass the ball to the fucking open receiver or whoever the fuck the ball's supposed to go to, and that's it. Stop trying to fucking putting the fucking ball in the needle in the thread. That's it. Stop. You don't need that shit. So,
Oh man.
hopefully you drown with that fucking seltzer, but
God.
Jeez.
No more
Wish
Geno juice for Edgar.
Yeah, no, unless it comes in the form of a keg up the butt. Damn, I guess the Geno era is over there in Las Vegas.
it's not over. It's just, dude, it's just really annoying that the fact that there was plenty of opportunities for him to do something, but he just, I don't know.
He just needs a little bit of bubbles up his butt.
Yeah. He needs to fucking
Get him going.
clear his mind or some bullshit. Hopefully those bubbles clear his head.
All right.
Well, let's get into the couple of Instagram replies that we had.
Let's do it.
Put on the story asking people how they felt. Start with, let's see here. Oh, where? Oh, man.
Lost it.
I lost the name of the guy, but it was really funny. What happened to it? Well, you'll know who you are. He must have been a Raider fan. He just replied with the story of, or the picture of Geno staring into the camera, all pissed off.
Derek.
No words, just Geno just staring.
That's got to be that Raiders stare. It just happens to every quarterback after they lose a game.
Mm-hmm.
They get really good at it by the end of the season.
Yeah, so that was really funny. God, I wish whatever happened to it getting deleted here. Sorry, shout out to you.
Shout out to Raiders stare.
Yeah. My boy Supreme Greatness.
I know what you meant by that picture, so.
Supreme Greatness, my boy on Instagram. He said Chargers can go 13-4. He's a Charger fan.
Still choking the playoffs.
I would agree with that sentiment. Even if they get number one pick or number one seed.
You guys keep hanging to that, hanging on to that thread.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, we don't have history or anything.
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's see here. Let's go another Charger fan for you here. Alan M. Chargers are the team to beat. I don't think any of us disagree with that at this point.
Well,
I mean, after next week, we will see if that is 100% true.
Yeah, we'll see. And then we got Robert_1. Better than the Chiefs, that's for sure. And I think we all agree with that.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you, Robert.
Yep. Thank you for responding. Again, anyone that's watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, especially if you made it this far. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on Third and Thirsty Podcast.
One click.
Keep responding. Just subscribe. Keep us fucking... Keep, giving us, stuff to talk about, basically.
Yeah, man, we're flowing. We gained some subscribers last week with our couple of videos there. Still at a modest 60, but it's a lot better than what we started with, which was 0. So, going to keep building, keep doing this every week. It's a lot of fun.
Stay consistent.
Hang with us, and let's get on to this next episode. What do you guys think?
Do it.
Got anything else to add from this week?
Just reminding everybody that the Chargers are in first place, but that can go away quickly next week. So, hey, stay tuned at Third and Thirsty, and we'll see what we got for you upcoming.
Let's go. Yeah, the episode tomorrow will be dropping. We're about to record it right now. So, 144 days until Bo Nix was the first Super Bowl. Cheers.
Not happening.
Cheers.